Hello and welcome to another Entatio tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to go through the process of how you embed content that lives in Entatio in your websites to help build marketing lists, to manage marketing lists, to improve engagement with content, and a number of other things. So right now you can see my screen. I'm going to this landing page. So this is a landing page that I created that has Entatio content embedded in it. So there's actually two pieces here. So over here on the left side, this is what we would call a registration panel, which is embedded from Entatio, meaning this represents a piece of content that lives in Entatio that users can then, through your website, access it, and they can do that through Google, LinkedIn. We also have Twitter and Facebook. They can add their email. If they're a registered user, they can go in, add their username and password. Any of those, and then this will take them into Entatio. I'm going to demonstrate that in a second. And then over here, what you're seeing is actual media. This is an interactive visual aid that has been embedded into a web page using a bit of or snippet of Entatio code that Entatio generates automatically for content that's been uploaded. So what we're going to do is, if you notice here, so the way this would work is I might do like a little campaign, create a landing page, and I might have something that's downloadable. I present that here. Users can look at it, but if they want to download it or access it later, they can go over here, and you can change this text and you can change this image. So it might say download this interactive visual aid here, or download this infographic here. In fact, we're going to go and I'm going to show you the process, and we're going to do it with an infographic. But let's say I wanted to get this in Entatio. I could go to sign in with Google. It's going to take me to all my different accounts here, and it already pops it up, and there you go. There's that same interactive visual aid that we were using embedded here, but now I'm in Entatio. When I go out, you can see I'm there. It's already subscribed me to it. So I now have a subscription. So if somebody comes in, they upload new version, I'll get an automatic email from it until I unsubscribe. It added me to the MailChimp list that is associated with this. If I didn't exist in Entatio, it would have created my account, and it would have created a corresponding account if it's integrated to Salesforce, the Salesforce app. And then as I start to engage this, it will do all the neat stuff that Entatio does with regards to content engagement, which you can learn about in other videos. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how this works. So if you want to do this yourself, if you're using Entatio right now, you can create this embed. So first, I want to create a new piece of content. So this is an interactive visual aid, but we do all different types of content. So I'm going to create, it's called the CMIL infographic. CMIL stands for Commercial and Medical Information Landscape. This is an infographic that we use in a different business, my MailChimp list. So I'm going to tie this to the Entatio MailChimp list, which means that when someone subscribes to this piece of content, they're going to automatically be added to this. You can, if you're using Zoho, you can use the MailChimp list feature to integrate to Zoho as well. Image is the thumbnail that your users are going to see. So I'm going to find a thumbnail. Okay, there's my thumbnail. Target and source, usually you're going to use internal storage and manual upload, but if you have an integration to S3, you can use that. If you have integrations to, say, Vault or an FTP folder or another S3 integration, you can use those as well. Here's my files, and I have a PDF that I'm going to use. It's called the Commercial Medical Information Landscape PDF. See how I got it split into slides? So Entatio has a tool that allows you to upload both PowerPoint and PDF and split them into presentations, basically generate a presentation out of them. I don't want to use that. I'm just going to use the regular document. But I do want to make it so that end users can download this same content, and that's where I'm going to add it here as well. If you're watching this, we're about to release a new version that has this as a checkbox, but right now this is just a separate section. And that's pretty much everything I need. We're going to save that. It should drop out here shortly to the media section. And it's uploading it right now, and you can see there's the thumbnail for the infographic. If I want to get to my embed codes. They're automatically created right here under the sharing section. This is to embed the media in my site. This is to embed the registration screen into my site. So we're going to take this and I'm just using a regular Word page or WordPress section here, so make sure I get the right one. So this is the media, which is on this side. I'm just using a code block. This is the enfold. Let's do, say, 800 by 500. You can make any changes to this you like. For styling, you can do bordering if you like. Save that, and then over here, we're going to get that registration out. And this way users can go and grab it from Entatio while we add to our lists and everything else. So there you go there. Here. Reason you're not seeing the Google side and all that other stuff is it can tell that I have a session open. I'm logged into Entatio, and this is how it shows when you're logged in. It essentially becomes a link. So we're going to save this. And I want to show you the page. This is going to look a little bit different in this version. So see how, well, one, we need to get that to fit. There we go. Okay, so this is what the infographic is going to look like if you did an embed. And then this is what it looks like over here. And if you select here, it becomes a link. And there's my infographic, and I'm in Entatio right now. And you can see there's that. But I want to log out and show you what this looks like if I'm logged out, because it looks a little bit different. And I probably wouldn't embed the media in this as a landing page. I would just put like an image to make it a little bit better, because here you can download it. But notice how now I have the sign in with Google, sign in with LinkedIn. That's because I'm not logged in here into Entatio. So let's go ahead and we're going to do our sign in with Google. Log in. And it's going to open it. And now I can see this and can make this a large version. So this is essentially a bunch of technology related to the commercial medical information landscape. And notice I'm now subscribed to it, which means if I make any changes, I'll get a message. And your end users, they won't see all of this because I'm a super admin, but your regular end users will see this. And this will allow them then to download that file. It'll give them the PDF, and they can go and take that and do what they like to do with it. So just from what we've done here, we have very quickly created a nice landing page. So this would be a place where they can have this. I would add an image here instead of the actual embed, but this is something you could do. And then when the user, if they like this, you might put some text that says, download this here. They go in, they sign in. It's going to automatically create their account in that Entatio, in that content marketing platform. It's going to subscribe them to that content. Since we gave them access, they can now download it. And if you make any changes, then they'll get an email message that'll let them know that a change has been made. And then since this is connected to a MailChimp list, it'll add them to the MailChimp list. When they unsubscribe, it'll automatically remove them. And then if it had to create them in Entatio for the first time, it'll create that corresponding record in Salesforce if it's integrated. And then as they begin to engage different content, it's going to automatically update that, which allows you then to automate your Salesforce based upon this. And that's it. So that's how easy it is to add some content and embed it into your websites and make it available through Entatio for your visitors and users. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to us at the entatio.com site. Just use the contact form, and that's all. Thank you.